probably the biggest. I've already kind of established a website, so it's just a matter of getting it updated would be the only thing. Outside of that, what I found that we get our leads from is more for with is from architects, and so we kind of market towards them more so than we do the end user, and because we're more trying to show that we work well with architects, and as an architect and a builder, that relationship is the team that is needed in order to build a nice high-end home. And um, so I don't really know what the best practice is. I'm not a marketing guy. I don't like marketing, nor do I like sales. And so, um, I don't really know what you could do for me. I don't know exactly, what it is that you guys do, what your fees are,
Yeah.
things like that. So we're a small outfit. We don't have high income, but willing to spend money where it's needed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Do you mind if I kind of just ask you a few questions just to give me just a little more perspective? So, right now you have your website, Facebook, you have Instagram. Um, do you like right now? Are you in a mode of you want to build more of your brand, or do you actually are you looking to fill your pipeline and get that full with more work, or kind of what angle are you kind of attacking? Because definitely having somebody following you around and building the brand, that is amazing for credibility. And I mean, organic social media has never been more popular. And you know what? Authenticity wins too. You just taking your phone and chatting about a question somebody asks you and then sharing it with social media every day, answering questions that you hear, boom, post it to socials. So I definitely think that's a really good idea. Um, I guess, do you need leads or you don't really need leads right now?
If the leads come from an architect that we're working with or another architect that's already sort of done the vetting process, then yes,
Yep.
love to take those. I don't really like the cold calls. I don't like cold leads.
Yeah.
Feels like, it's a numbers game, and I got to go through quite a bit of volume in order to get to that. So I always like a warm lead that comes from somebody I know, because there's already built-in trust. And I say that more just because the way my nature is, and I don't really have the time to try to go through the whole vetting process on, getting 1,000 leads a month.
Yeah.
So for me, it's, my role is takes up a lot more time than I have with trying to, you know, weed through all and filter the leads.
That's totally fair because definitely the architect's warm lead, like, yeah, those people are way better because see, Facebook, as much as maybe they've seen your brand in the ads, maybe we retarget the people interested in buying and say they see your ad 8 to 12 times and now they feel like they know you. Those leads can kind of come in warm, but the only based on what you're saying, you almost need to commit a lot. You need to commit a lot of time because if you spend like you can easily. I mean, we have lots of customers. We do 10 or 15 homes a year, but you're absolutely right. They generate 1,500 leads, and then we go and close 15 or 20 houses. But those 1,500 leads need to be worked. You know what I mean? Like it's that's a full time job, and so definitely makes sense. Like Facebook ads, that's the number one reason people fail with Facebook ads is not necessarily lead quality. Oh, lead quality is very important, but it's not. It's the follow up because just like you said, they're colder than their referral. You know what I mean? Like, um, so absolutely, definitely, I'll shoot that straight for you. There's definitely opportunity there, but you're 1,000% right because I could generate you 100 leads in the next month, but and two of them could be buyers out of the 100. Two of them would be buyers out of the 100, but you'd have to work all 100 to get the two buyers. You know what I mean? So um,
Yeah.
we can definitely help you with your website and stuff. Yeah, I want to, you know, I want to be able to help you where you actually need it. And maybe I can't, you know what I mean? But definitely, my goal is always to give clarity and hopefully point you in the right direction. That's for sure. So,
Okay. Well, To be frank with you, I didn't realize I had forgotten that I'd put my name in or something at some event. I don't remember, but I'm not really in the market right now for trying to do marketing or increase my marketing,
Yep.
or changing my website or anything.
Okay.
So um, I'm probably not the best tree to bark up right now. But you know, what do you guys charge? What's your structure?
So our like just for running ads, our base price just on a month to month basis, and there's no contract or anything. It's $1,000 a month, and we edit the videos and edit the graphics and run the ads for you. Our package where we take care of your website, your CRM, the follow up, and all of that, and that also, that one is 1,800 a month. We take care of like all the essentials in your business, if that makes sense. We run your ads, the website's taken care
Hmm.
of, your CRM's taken care of. We do your email marketing, the text marketing. And then we have packages that are above that one also. I'm not trying to bark those up the tree just based on our conversation. Our essentials package or running the ads would be more aligned, but just like you said, um, might not be the best fit right now because just like you said, like, do you have the time to phone those leads? You know what I mean? Like, and is there deals that we can get through there? 1,000%. But the problem is that if I generate, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got to make sure the process in there so the leads get phoned, and that just maybe that might not be the best situation just because you don't like marketing and sales in that way when you could easily take all the architects in your service area, every single one, we could scrape those off the internet, and we could take all their emails, phone numbers, names, and everything, and we could send those people an email, something that's like a collaborative email. And to be honest with you, you could get go high level yourself. That'd be like $99 if you just signed up yourself. And then if for the email marketing piece, if you were to, you could probably do that for like $300 yourself. You just $99 for high level, write the emails using ChatGPT or Claude, and you know what looks good and not looks good, and what you'd want to represent also. And then you could get all the architects in your area off of Better Business Bureau and Dun and Bradstreet, and it'll give you the business owner's name, contact, and email and everything. It could be the best sit because like you could email all architects in your city, and it cost you like $5 to do it on a, like, if you had the platform for it, like in terms of usage it would cost $5, and then you just see how many reply, and then you could email them, follow them up a few times, and kind of be creative and work it that way. But that's what comes into my mind. Like, how could we be the most
Yeah,
efficient and reach the exact people who you want to be in front of?
yeah, okay,
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, Matt, man, I appreciate you jumping on here. And man, I'm passionate about this, so
sure,
I love it. But I'm not trying to sell I'm not trying to offer you something you don't need. And when I jump on these calls, my number one mode of service is how do we find clarity and is it a good fit, and so maybe in the future, if you need to run ads or, you need help with the CRM, I would love to be able to service you. Um, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense because
okay,
I'm not, I don't want to sit
yeah,
up and be like, you need to run ads. It's like, no, I almost, based on what you said, I think you should send the emails to all the architects. It'd be cheap and be straight direct because they all check their emails, especially your builder. They're going to definitely check that.
yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, I certainly appreciate your time and I hope you have a blessed
Okay.
rest of your Good Friday.
All right. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.